Netflix dropping a new movie this weekend, Stowaway, written and directed by Joe Penna.
My guy. I
Is
saw
he?
his last movie, Arctic. Yes, very good.
Gotcha. Well, check out Arctic.
Mads Mikkelsen survives the Arctic by himself. It's well done. Good movie.
Interesting. It actually sounds pretty good. Yeah, and this is a very. It sounds like the Mikkelsen movie is a pretty solo-ish movie. Very like
it is
one person, and this is four people and four pretty big stars. I mean, I guess Shamir Anderson probably lesser known, but Anna Kendrick, Daniel Day Kim, and Toni Collette, pretty well known people. And this is a very interesting movie because it really makes you think and put yourself in the situation of these four astronauts or I guess three astronauts who go to space, find that there's a stowaway, someone that was in the ship, unknowing to them. And because they had only planned for three people to do this 2-year journey, and now they have a fourth person, they're going to run out of oxygen very quickly, and they need to figure out how they're going to survive.
Right.
Pretty interesting plot, and I think really well acted for the most part. And maybe there's some scenes that weren't so well acted, but we'll talk about that. I don't know. Where were you at overall with this movie? Like, how were you feeling after watching it?
Yeah, I really didn't know much about it going in. Obviously, the title suggests at least a piece of it. But I was, on one hand, I was struck by Anna Kendrick doing something a little different speed for her. You know, I actually think between this and Simple Favor and Love Life, she's kind of finding her footing again after like really exploding in the early 2010s and then kind of just really doing anything she could for a bag for a while. Like, remember how many commercials she was in? Anna Kendrick, whatever she wanted to do, whatever you wanted her to do, she would do it for money, seemed like. Yep. But I think there's a little difference for her. And I liked it. I thought the set design was pretty impressive. This was actually a Sony movie shot in 2019 that Sony sold to Netflix back in December for US and sold to Amazon Canada. And I think that kind of shows it didn't feel like a traditional, like stereotypical Netflix film. Like it didn't actually like come across as cheap or anything. But I would say that there's details of the plot that are just kind of vague and confusing that get in the way of Stowaway being like a great sci-fi movie. But I think the set design, performances, overall premise are enough that it's, you know, pretty solid sci-fi. And you know, between this and The Midnight Sky, Netflix seems to have a nice little runway of these lately.
Yeah, you know, this is a 80-minute movie, something like that. Yeah. And I think if it had been any longer, I really would have been like, all right, really stretching this concept out. I think it even could have been maybe like an hour and gotten everything, you know, that they wanted to accomplish, everything that they wanted to. But I definitely think it raises some interesting questions.
Like ethics.
Ethically, morally, what's the right thing to do? You can sympathize with every character, you know, in this, which I think also is nice. It's not, there's no like villain, so to speak. It's like everybody is just trying to figure out this horrible thing. And I thought, like you said, it looked great. Even the CGI, except for maybe the very end when Anna Kendrick it makes her decision to go out and sacrifice herself. I thought that was a little corny. I don't know, something about it was weird to me. But I thought the rest of it looked great and, you know, acted pretty well. So I was like, this is a very like B-level movie, but I'm like, I'm down with it. This is a good one.
Yeah, totally. I would say like the Skywalk scene, very reminiscent of Midnight Sky because they had a very similar scene. Oh, you're doing kind of a skywalk out in space. Something inevitably will go wrong. Asteroids, solar storm. What could it be? Right. Pick one. Something will happen. You know, it's familiar, but it's okay. Yeah, but I was just kind of confused about like why did we have to sacrifice Daniel Day Kim's research? Like what? Also, how the fuck is there a stowaway on your space launch? Like, there's some questions they kind of hand wave, but
the stowaway part.
It's always entertaining, so like you don't like dwell on it.
See, when they were going the angle of this guy might have like stowed away on the ship intentionally, I was like,
Right.
this is
That's
good.
what I thought was going to happen.
Yeah, I was
Like he
excited
was
to
like
see.
mischievous or something.
Yeah, no, he just was a nice guy who I guess got stuck in a
Yeah.
spacesuit inside the ship. I don't know. That was strange. Um, and yeah, I from what I understood, Daniel Day Kim's research of his character's name was David Kim. Okay. Should just call his actual name. But David
For
Kim, so
Minari, David
yeah,
Kim.
his his research was able to like produce oxygen
Yeah,
if used in a
algae.
certain
Yeah.
way. Oh yeah, I guess so that they were like, we'll
Okay.
use half of it and they'll give us a little bit more time. It's like, okay. I mean, I understand. I get it. And again, you understand everybody's motivation. Like 5 years of this
Right.
guy's life are down the drain now because of this, and he's on this 2 year space thing for no reason. But you need to survive, bro. Like that's number one in all this. You have to be
Hmm.
alive in order for the research to matter.
Gotta say, we got a scene of 3D printing in action, and I just
Mm.
love 3D printers in film. We should get more of those. Like, just
Okay.
build shit with 3D printers on screen. I'll watch.
I'm sure there's probably a lot of YouTube videos like that, Dave. Just look it up.
Production
Um,
values.
yeah. Any last thoughts on this?
Um,
Nah,
no,
it's fine.
it's straightforward, but I was entertained.
Yeah. Toni Collette, like the first time she's been in a movie and not just been super creepy. So
Yeah, still good reaction shots though, because that's what she does.
actually, I take that back because she wasn't creepy in Knives Out either. So
No,
yeah,
good character.
definitely. Knives Out too. Looking forward to it.